Hi everybody, welcome to the Nerd Cave TV podcast. I'm Scruffy Max Hacks HD.
I'm Juwan, aka Sonic XJ22.
I'm Jake.
I'm Lucy.
And this is Dancing John.
I hate you so much right now!
That's the greatest video ever.
Dear God.
You know it's gonna be the outro video of this podcast, right?
If you do that, I will murder you.
You're the one that did it.
Hey, shut up. Let's just not forget that horrid Saw video in Cop Wars.
No, we're gonna
It's already on the internet.
Evan, you're a douchebag.
Who's Evan? I forgot, he doesn't come home anymore.
Oh yeah. Dick.
Shots fired?
So why give him any shouts?
Why so is Evan? They don't know who his last name is.
Just don't go to his channel, don't ask who he is. Anyway, we got a couple of topics for you tonight. Well, as you probably have figured out by viewing our channel, we're from Philadelphia, and the Royal Rumble had just come to town. These two douchebags actually went to the thing. I was watching it at a bar right next to where it was happening, Xfinity Live, for those who live in the area. But for those who don't,
January 30th, by the way.
yeah, it is January 30th. And then Lucy was, I couldn't find you, and I don't think I have your number anymore. I'll have to check later.
I was at home.
Oh, you were.
Today's January 30th. The Rumble was on
Sunday,
25th.
the 25th. And yeah, a couple things. Had an extremely good title match. I mean, you guys were there for it. And the
Seth Rollins, though.
yeah, that freaking Phoenix Splash, and then Brock Lesnar out of nowhere just coming in and wrecking Rollins.
Rollins is alright.
Yeah, I mean, hey, he's gonna cash in at WrestleMania, calling it right now. But yeah, WWE is calling it controversial. I'm calling it a fair deal. So I want to know, what do you guys think about?
What makes it controversial, though?
You know, the whole Rock coming in. It's how the bad guys are describing it. You know.
Oh.
Yeah, fucking bullshit. But
I thought it was controversial because that's probably like I've never seen a pay-per-view end in boos.
no, last year was worse. Last year was worse.
Oh, and Daniel Bryan won?
No, when Batista won the Rumble.
Oh yeah, that's right, Batista.
Batista.
Does he still wrestle?
No.
He's
quit.
He quit technically. He's under contract, but he's actually working on the next Bond movie right now. He's actually gonna be he's gonna be the next Bond villain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he's not British.
But
It doesn't work.
But he's jacked.
But he's not British.
But
Maybe he can throw in an accent.
yeah, who knows? I mean, he kind of had that, little bit of an accent for Drax the Destroyer, and had to. I mean, I don't know if you saw.
I would just like them to see him do this in the Bond movie.
Oh my God, the fucking wave! But
Hey, Bond.
yeah. But anyway, I want to know your guys' opinion about the whole Roman Reigns winning the Rumble. I think he deserves a chance at WrestleMania, definitely. I think he needs to be developed over the next 2 months before Mania. But I think he's deserving of a chance. I mean, I just want to know what you guys think real quick.
I think he deserved it.
Yep.
He fucking... I don't know. John and I were talking about it the whole time that the crowd was just fucking retarded.
Yeah.
You started a fucking CM Punk chant. He's not fucking coming back, so shut the fuck up, you cunts.
I figured out why they did that, though.
Why?
Because CM Punk kind of told everybody to do it. He says, don't do it at AJ. Do it at the matches you don't care about. So that was one of the matches they didn't care about, technically.
They, every match, they started a chant that they wanted, a fucking refund. They're if you don't want to be there and you don't want to watch it, get the fuck out. We don't want to fucking hear any of your fucking bullshit, so shut the fuck up.
Give me your fucking tickets.
Well,
I would have loved to go.
That, and they're going to look at Philly differently now. They're going to go, I don't know, should WrestleMania come to Philly?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with liking Seth Rollins and stuff, but they're the bad guys and the good guys. That's what heel and face is, and everyone cheered for the bad guys, which you can do, but it was just it's stupid.
Philadelphia, city of the heel.
It was annoying, and
Yeah.
then they started
they
started booing Roman Reigns
The second he entered the Rumble.
Yeah, exactly, and it's just it's stupid. If you don't want to be there, then don't go. I respect him for winning. The Rock was there, and that was fucking cool.
Yeah.
But it just the entire. It was cool. It was a great experience. I had fun being there. Roman Reigns deserved it. But if I could do it over again, I would get rid of all those fucking assholes.
Well, it would just be me and you sitting in the
Yeah,
stadium.
they ruined
Well,
it.
hey, give me
That'd be cool. Yeah, it's so empty in here, but still, yeah.
They ruined
Watch.
it.
No, when they get
Well,
eliminated for the Rumble, they come over and sign
Well,
something.
when everybody was booing, me and Jake screamed loud enough that we actually got his attention.
Yep.
So, and I mean, my voice was shot and waiting for those dickheads outside. I caught a sinus infection. But with that, I was really displeased with the crowd more than I was with the Rumble.
What the fuck?
The guy deserves it. Yeah, I understand it's the yes movement and Daniel Bryan got hurt. His time's not over, but, stuff happens. I'm pretty sure Kane feels bad. I almost called him Glenn, but really, I'm pretty sure Kane feels bad that happened. But still, Daniel Bryan's going to end up losing the title soon enough anyway.
That's true.
No, it happens to everybody in WWE.
Yeah.
He's not the first person to lose the title.
Or he won't be the last.
And he won't be the last. Cena got 16 German suplexes? Lost the title?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, Lucy, any take on this?
No, I didn't see it. I don't know. I didn't see it.
Yeah,
That Phoenix splash.
Yeah. Quick counterpoint about the crowd. I'd get rid of the douchebags too, but the thing that made WWE has been driving the WWE.
Is the WWE universe?
Well, but it's the fans that actually cheer for the heels because they tend to, how it's always you hear kids and girls screaming, "Let's go Cena."
Yeah.
The other side of that is the men. Cena sucks.
Oh, I got
Because, typically we want the bad guy to win. That's why Razor Ramon excelled, because he was the bad guy.
Well, I was just annoyed, I'm fine with everybody having their opinion, and it didn't piss me, it pissed me off when they were, chanting that they wanted a refund, and then it was boring.
Yeah.
If you're bored, then fucking leave, we don't care.
Dude, those fans piss me off.
But it's
Even the look on Triple H's face, he was kind of
but
he had to act oh my god, Reigns won the Rumble. But no, the look on his face is guys, we just, we came here, we didn't have to come here for the Rumble, why are you doing this?
And it was also kind of the face of, what the hell is The Rock doing here? That's the face he was trying to portray, but I see your point.
But they knew he was there.
It was annoying too that I got into half a screaming match with the dude, and the screaming match ended up with me telling him to fucking kill himself. But there was some dude, me and Juwan were cheering for Roman Reigns, and he turned around and he was like, "Oh, you guys are stupid," and I was like, "Shut the fuck up, you fucking asshole, get the fuck out of my fucking city or I'll fucking kill you, kill yourself, faggot," and he just turned around. Don't fucking talk to me. Nobody asked for your fucking opinion, and I don't give a shit about it.
That kind of reminds me of something.
And mind your own goddamn business. I don't give a shit who you like. Don't try to ruin my goddamn time because.
Don't forget about the parents.
Yeah, and then we started a chant. We were like, "Fuck you, Rollins," and all these parents were turning around and staring at us.
I'm like,
"You're in fucking Philadelphia.
One year in Philly,
Brooks Warpick warned you.
1 year in Philly, 2. You're at a Russell, any kind of sports entertainment. I'm pretty sure there was cursing at the Frozen on Ice. Then you're in Philly. We're not the nicest people in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's true. We're not the nicest, but hey, it's the city of brotherly love. You gotta, brothers fight.
City of brotherly, shut the fuck up or I'll kick your ass.
I have a story. You want me to tell it?
Yeah.
I was at a Flyers Blackhawks game. It was one Drew and Snipe top corner win the game in the overtime.
Yeah.
And it was me and my buddy Ed, and we're sitting up there, whole bunch of Flyers fans behind us, and when we get there, the whole front of the section's empty. He's like, "Okay, yeah, we're gonna jump up." Then a sea of Blackhawks fans and 2 Ranger fans come in.
That's random.
Yeah, Wayne Simmons gets into a fight later, and we're all cheering "Yeah, Simmons!" And the Ranger fan, there was a girl Ranger fan and her her girlfriend. We'll say girlfriend because fuck Rangers. Only respectable player on that team. Okay, 2 respectable players are Martin St. Louis and King Henrique.
Yeah.
But yeah, he turned around and was like, "Simmons is an..." And yeah, he dropped the N-word. Lucky you weren't there because I'd be bailing you out of jail.
Yeah, you would have.
It's like, he sucks. Flyers suck. Where are you in the fucking standings?
Could you imagine if I was there? What did you just say? What word did you just say in front of me? I would have probably. How far away were they sitting?
Just like some people.
2 rows.
I would have probably leapt 2 rows and started beating on them.
Oh,
It's
dude.
like some people.
Fight almost erupted in the section. I almost jumped down and beat the guy. And dude, he's like saying like all this bullshit, you know, trying to say something. I'm like, dude, sit the fuck down before you get hurt. Look what's fucking behind me, asshole.
I bet you that's the same guy that got beat up Flyers Rangers playoffs game.
Good.
Probably.
It's just like stupid. Like I felt like half the people at Royal Rumble were fucking like rich boys who bought the tickets on a whim because they fucking wanted to, and then just trash talked the whole time.
Not to mention,
That's the
we had to
feeling.
fight for our seats the whole time we were
Oh
there.
yeah, we got there, and these guys came up and they were like, "You're in our seats," and we were like, "Okay," because we got there right as it was starting.
Yeah.
So it was dark, so we couldn't see what row we were in. So we had to go to fucking the like guest services and get it sorted out. And then we still didn't get to sit in our seats. We moved to like another row because these asshole parents bought like 2 different seats, and they were like, "Well, our kids are down here," and I was half tempted to be like, "That's your fucking fault."
Yeah.
But I was like, "Yeah, sit with your kids, what the fuck ever." So we sat in different seats, but like we missed like the first match and a half because we were getting this shit taken care of.
Yeah.
I really
was
wanted to
just
watch
annoying.
that match. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a
What
big
was the
fan
first
of
match?
Ascension
New-
versus New World
yeah.
Order.
Oh.
New Age Outlaws.
Yeah,
Oh,
New
yeah.
Age Outlaws, yeah.
Dude, yeah, you missed them wearing the Fanatic hats. I was like, hey, that's.
And then
fucking
it was
rad.
funny
It was-
because
we
we found
could-
out later that they drove in together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we couldn't do that because you couldn't watch the match because they well, if I were to do it again, which one? Alright, I'm blaming either Wells Fargo or WWE for this. There was no usher to be found.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the guy was
That's the
telling
Wells
us-
Fargo
The
Center's
guy was
fault.
telling us the whole time, he was like, "There should be an usher around here." We didn't see one. There was nobody there.
The guy was like, if I could have put you guys somewhere, I promise you I
Yeah, he
would've.
told us that if there was anything available lower, he would have moved us. But I will tell you one thing that Juan and I found out very quickly: those fireworks fucking hurt your ears.
Oh, yeah.
And they smell real bad.
Yeah.
And we were sitting really close to them, so
Yeah, you were by the stage
And
when
we
you
were
guys
up
were
high,
sitting.
so it all echoed back around to us. So we got
Yeah.
it like twice as
that's
bad.
what I said when that live show comes here in July. I'm gonna make sure I get pretty low to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Lucy. Anything you'd do over again for the Rumble?
Watch it.
Yeah, I'd probably come with you to Xfinity if I was allowed in.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's like a bunch of bars and restaurants. It's like
Yeah. If you go to Broad Street Bullies, you're good.
They say you have to be 21 to get in there, but I saw this little kid walking around with her mom, and I was like,
then we all went to the Flyers game. I saw this kid walk in with a Penguin shirt. He walked in. I
Yeah.
don't
Dear
think
God.
I don't think
God
you have to be
forbid he
21
did
he
that.
was later
either.
found in the river.
From his parents.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll probably go
Yeah. If I were able to do anything over, I would say. Yo fuckers, let's get the tickets when they go on sale. Lowest price tickets, $25.
If I were to do anything over, I'd sit in a different section.
Yes, I would. Ugh.
I'd bring a gun to shoot up in the air to shut the audience up. Boo, Roman!
What?
What? Yeah, Reigns! Because the guy deserves it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to be developed more, but not everyone's going to come out and be like Kofi or, you know, you got to do what you're able to
Yeah,
do.
Yeah.
that was the other thing that I didn't like. Like,
Yeah,
I
why
don't understand.
why boo the New Day?
Why the hate on the New Day? Like, I just don't understand.
I think here's the thing: they were hyped to be the new Nation of Domination, which was a heel stable.
Yeah.
It had The Rock, Farouk, D'Lo Brown, and Mark Henry, and then there was someone else I forget. Remember Nerdy White dude? He was doing.
No, but, leading from what you just said, I was really hyped that The Rock was there. That was cool.
Yeah.
Because Joanna and I were saying for like a month, we were like, it's either going to be Hulk or The Rock.
Yeah.
And
Oh, Hogan was there. It's backstage.
yeah, the other thing that made me upset that Joanna told me like the next day is that the refs pulled Orton.
Yeah, he was dressed and ready to go, and he pulled.
Yeah,
They
and
probably
Jericho
pulled-
turned down
Yeah, I heard
a
that.
match, but yeah, he
you
was
know,
also
they
there.
probably pulled Orton and put in like
The
the
Boogeyman.
Boogeyman, who was fucking in there for 30 seconds, and it was so pointless.
Yeah.
I get it. It was cool. Bray Wyatt, this
He
voodoo
had,
guy versus, you know, the Boogeyman. I get it. That was like really cool, but it was also
Yeah.
like pointless.
he had like a 5-minute intro of him walking down, and Bray Wyatt threw him out in 30 seconds.
Yeah, you should see what happened to the Godfather one year. The dude okay, the Godfather, his gimmick was being a pimp. Yeah, so he comes out with all these hoes.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, I'm not air quoting hoes, but yeah, the hoe train. That was one of his moves. Like he would like run like and splash in the corner.
That's what
But he's like doing this whole intro. I'm like, damn, how long is freaking he gonna
Yeah.
take to enter? He's in there for 10 seconds, gets thrown out. His music's still playing, and he's still doing his pimp strut.
The two other things I wanted to touch on. The first one was, Duane and I got really hyped because we thought what's-his-face was Rey Mysterio for a good 30 seconds.
Sin Cara.
We thought he was Rey Mysterio for a good 30 seconds, and then
Man.
no, I don't think so. And the other thing was the the Miz trying to stop Mizdow from going into the ring. He tried to stop him, and then he got knocked out, and Mizdow was like, fuck you, and went in anyway. That was cool.
Yeah. I met Mizdow after. He's a nice guy.
So, another question. Did anybody watch SmackDown last night?
I did.
I watched the end of it.
Did Stardust and Goldust fight? Or were they in a tag team match together?
They were in a tag team match together.
Okay, because I wanted to know if anything was going to develop from that, because
it's the Royal Rumble. Shit like that happens all the time.
Stardust turned on him.
Yeah.
I thought the casket match was cool last night at SmackDown. But,
Yeah.
Kane coming out of the casket.
It was like it was Daniel Bryan versus Kane to end their rivalry. Casket match.
Yeah.
You know,
Daniel Bryan won, Candy.
Daniel Bryan won, Kane.
Alright. But,
is that
yeah.
a question?
Okay, so besides Royal Rumble, now something for upcoming, and it's kind of a big event for me because...
What, Fastlane?
No, not Fastlane, we already know what's going to happen. Sting and Triple H are going to have their have
Is
a
it going
match
to be
assigned
the
to
same thing
WrestleMania.
as the Elimination Chamber, just with a different name, or no?
I hope the Elimination Chamber match is still there. I do. I really do.
What is Fastlane? What is the point of it?
I think they were just trying to get a name change. I really do. But
I'm excited for Rusev versus Cena.
yeah, get hyped for that, everyone. The guy who, had, the spinner belt U.S. Championship, guy who's basically Marine, everything, he's facing the Russian.
Which obviously we know. We should have thought about this a long time ago, that if anybody was going to pin Rusev, the face that runs the place was going to be the one that does it.
Yep. Alright, but anything else to say about wrestling before we get on to this next topic?
Write better stories.
Not only that, but it's like as much as I just got pissed off talking about people, I did have a great time.
Yeah, I did
It was
too.
definitely fun to be there.
Yeah, it was nice to have a rum and coke and then a expensive shot. That's a dig at Candy, everyone. She offered me to get a shot.
I heard the story.
Oh, you heard the
I
story,
heard the
Jake?
story.
Did you hear
I'll
this?
tell you the story.
Candy heard there was like a white chocolate covered pretzel shot,
That sounds delicious.
and she said, "Here, let me get it for you." I'm like, "Okay, I'll take a shot. Yeah, sure." She gets the bill. 2 shots for $17.
Holy shit, Candace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I owe you $6 too.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. It was good though.
That sounds delicious.
dude, yeah, it was like
$16.
vodka.
I would have threw it back up. Put it right back in the
Yeah,
shot
here,
glass.
have it back. Tastes good on the way up too.
But yeah, rum and coke was delicious. Don't know what rum they used, but it was good rum.
Yeah, if we're talking about Xfinity Live, I will tell you that don't eat there.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Well, not only that, it's just like I didn't think it was good. I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm not like the beer was an okay price.
Mm-hmm.
I like $5 is not horrible because if you go to the Wells Fargo Center, it's fucking $8.50.
Or $10, depending if you get the 25 ounce.
Yeah, exactly. So like $5 was not bad, and they had Yingling, which was my favorite, so
Yeah.
I got a couple of them. But just the food was like not worth the price. Like I love the place; it's a great place to hang out at and watch a game and stuff. But it's just like just for drinks, not for food. Food is not there for that.
Yeah.
Unless you get the chicken Caesar salad.
Yeah, I should have done that.
Yeah, and you made fun of us
I
for
did.
it.
I called you gay the whole time.
Yeah.
I called you gay.
Alright, Lucy, anything else you want to add?
No, but next time I'm going to fucking Xfinity.
Yeah. Alright, now leading into another kind of, well, it's not wrestling at all. Marvel. It's going to be a big year this year.
I want to touch one thing while wrestling, sorry.
Yeah.
Shout out to Arnold Schwarzenegger getting to the Hall of Fame, WWE.
Oh yeah.
Arnold, get to the chopper now!
That was pretty cool. Alright guys, you were saying?
But yeah, Marvel's going to have a big, actually, screw it. 2015 to 2019, Marvel's going to be owning the cinema.
I think Marvel's always been owning the cinema. though.
Well, yeah,
I mean, I'm a little bit excited for Batman. Oh, no, never mind. Forgot what I was gonna say.
yeah. But, and back from commercial break now, we're going to be talking about Marvel. On May 1st, Avengers 2 is coming out. It's going to be a big few years for Marvel because they got Avengers 2, Ant-Man, Guardians 2.
I gotta go back and watch the Avengers. I forgot what happened.
Yeah, Infinity War Part 1 and 2, Thor Ragnarok, and of course Captain America Civil War. But first, I just have a prediction about Avengers 2. Oh yeah, the Deadpool movie, but it's not. It's under Sony, not Marvel.
But there is good news from that.
Yeah.
We might get the Deadpool we want. I heard a rumor that it might be, since the Punisher might be the first one since the Punisher to be rated R. So we might get the Deadpool we want. Fucked up and bloody.
Thank God.
I know.
But anyway, I just have one big prediction. I can see where the it's going to tie into the Civil War and everything.
What, Captain 3?
Yeah, Cap 3 Civil War. Here's the thing. The Civil War, for those who don't know, basically the government wants to put all the superheroes in a database. I think Captain America's for that. Tony Stark's against that. That's where we get like the Iron Spider suit, if you're a big fan of Spider-Man, like me, and like other stuff. This is where Captain America. This is one of the scenarios where Captain America dies, but I don't think they're gonna kill Cap in this case.
So it's pretty much Shield versus not Shield.
It's basically
Shield versus. No.
It's basically
I didn't really know how to say it.
your Team Stark or your Team Rogers. And not Stark as in Game of Thrones for those of you who are fans of Game of Thrones. But anyway, I feel like the city's going to be so utterly destroyed they have to, well, of course, I mean, it's going to lead into...
Like Avengers destruction?
Like the Avengers are going to be fighting Ultron so much, which is just an AI bot, thanks to Tony Stark, that they're going to enact that, law where all the superheroes need to be, registered, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, big part of the city destruction is going to come from the Hulk Buster Iron Man suit and the Hulk. Because the Hulk's going to go rogue. We're going to see a Planet Hulk movie down the line. That's my big prediction.
Hopefully it's better than every Hulk movie.
And I want to see how Ultron breaks Cap's shield. Because we see Thor's arm. I don't know if that's his body's attached or Thor's arm's off because...
It's not cut off.
Isn't Ragnarok's a new Thor?
Yeah.
So I want to see if they're going to actually kill Thor. Poor Natalie Portman. But
No, they're not going to kill him. They're just going to cut off all his limbs and his head there.
Did Captain's shield get broken in the Winter Soldier?
I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
I'm going to shoot. I shoot myself every time I say this, but I did not see Winter Soldier.
I haven't seen any of the Captain America
Sorry for that
movies.
huge spoiler I dropped on you there.
I haven't seen any of the Captain America movies.
Dude, I know who
I've only
Winter
seen the
Soldier
Iron
is.
Man
It's
movies.
Bucky.
Yeah.
I've known that.
I've only seen the Iron Man movies.
Yeah, I've only seen Iron Man. I
haven't seen Captain America. And the Hulk. I've seen the Hulk.
I've seen
Yeah,
Hulk too.
I'm sorry.
Go watch the Cat movies. They're worth it.
Yeah, they're...
I've heard two's
I
worth
got-
it, but one
I
I think's worth
I
it.
gotta be in the mood to watch like a Marvel movie.
Next
for
to
some reason.
Deadpool, Captain America is my favorite.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, the movies absolutely do him justice.
I was like Spider-Man.
No.
Yeah, Spider-Man's my big number one.
Well, Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, absolutely. With Tobey
Yeah.
Maguire was shit.
Well, I was
the
talking
first two were
about. I was
good.
talking
Three
about
is
this.
shit.
I was talking about this with my
Well,
friend.
see, I disagree. I thought 2 was horrible, but I love Venom. I thought the things that ruined those movies were so much better without Kirsten Dunst. She ruined it.
Me and my friend were talking about those old ones. It's not that they were bad, but they're out of style.
they're out of style.
touch. They're out of style.
You know what I like to go back and think about? That is James Franco actually doing a serious role, which you just don't see anymore.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything serious anymore.
Yeah. Wait, wasn't Willem Dafoe his father?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Green Goblin was
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe. You see, Willem Dafoe as anything.
He's
though.
great.
Yeah.
He's great.
Let's see. Willem Dafoe, you have him in Boondock Saints.
As a cross-dressing cop, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I love that.
That movie's
Lucy, you see that movie?
Boondock Saints?
Yeah.
Oh,
Boondock sex.
Boondock Sex? What?
It's the porn version of it.
Rogue. I saw that. That was amazing.
It's a bit.
Yes.
Shout out to Norman Reedus in that movie too.
Yes.
Norman Reedus.
What, Boondock?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. That was a really
Shout out to Rocco in that movie, though.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Remember for a week I was actually coming to your house every time with that one scene? Pack your shit. Pack your shit.
Shout out to the 2 people that watch this from unspecified U.S. regions.
Yeah.
Nope.
No,
But
I was
anyway.
looking up our fan graphs today. It's like, oh, you have 2 people from unspecified U.S. regions watching your videos. I'm like,
Guaranteed one of them's Colgan, the other's Evan.
probably one from Indiana, one from Florida.
Yeah. Hi,
We
Colgan.
got,
Hi,
we got
Evan.
a lot of fans in New York though, so shout out to New York. Thanks for supporting.
Your sports
Yeah.
teams suck.
JS.
Yeah, okay.
uh,
We're Phillies fans, right? We're from Philadelphia, but we got people from New York supporting us.
They probably think we Philly teams suck. So
Yeah, fuck it.
Are they
fuck us,
wrong?
fuck you.
They're not entirely
In the
wrong.
mouth.
Shout out to the
Hard.
3-win streak for the Flyers.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
wait,
but anyway, before we get off track,
Cover
I want to
your
know
dick.
your guys' predictions.
Boom,
Avengers 2.
Huh?
What? Avengers 2. What's gonna happen? You
You know, we're
guys
talking
think?
about. fucking
Well,
each other in the
Ultron
mouth, but I think
is-
it's CM Punk shit, isn't it?
It's an AI made by Tony, is it not?
Yeah, it's Ultron.
So,
It's like
right
sitting next to
there,
you.
that already gives us a hint of why they want to put
I
a tag on all the
Distract me.
superheroes. So things are going to get out of hand because he's going to be doing shit, and then they're going to be like, no, you guys need to be in a database, and Tony being Tony is going to be like,
No.
I do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
So he's just going to be like, no.
I'm not gonna lie, Robert Downey Jr. plays a very, very good.
Convincing
He's
Tony
fantastic.
Stark.
He's
Yeah.
done.
But you know what sucks? Like, 20 years from now when they go to remake these movies, there's gonna be some new guy. We're gonna be like,
You suck.
I remember when Robert Downey Jr. played Tony
Wait,
Stark.
we're only gonna be 40 in 20 years.
Yeah, that's why-
Exactly.
that's
That's why
why-
crippled motherfuckers with long hair going.
Our heads were stuck like this from the constant
Yeah,
masturbation.
it's going to be
Dear God.
it's going to be the typical. This is just my prediction from it leading from Age of Ultron into the Civil War. It's going to be typical Tony being the rebel, doing whatever the hell he wants, and typical Captain being like,
Right.
this is for the greater good. We
That's
need
what I
to
like
come
about
together.
Iron Man,
It might
though.
be difficult now, but we need to do it.
Yeah.
And he follows the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, and because they always butt heads. Like, when it comes down to it, they work together like they did in the Avengers. But in the beginning, they hated each other. They
Yeah.
were like, because they're on 2 different...
Yeah, Howard and
different
Tony Stark are 2 different people.
Yeah,
He
like
couldn't
when they're
deal.
in the lab and he's like, this is serious, and Tony's like, oh yeah, no, I know it's serious, and he keeps shocking Hulk,
Yeah.
like trying to get him mad. You know what I mean?
He wants to
He's
see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Get
So
mad.
they're
Get
already
mad,
butting
fucker.
heads.
Everybody wants to see
So
him.
it's gonna get to a point
See his rock hard.
where
Hulk.
they fight.
So you
And
can
Yeah.
it's just gonna break down to it.
Would
And
you
in my
walk on
opinion,
that?
I don't think that's even a fair fight. I think 9 out of 10
whack
times
with
Captain
fucking
would kick
things.
his ass immediately.
From fantasy.
But that's
Don't
just
cut
my
you
biased
so bad.
opinion. Like, don't get me wrong, Iron Man used to be my favorite, but after seeing like the Winter Soldier, I was like, Cap's where it's at.
I gotta watch Captain. I gotta watch the
Halfway to
Captain
that,
America
bitch.
movies.
Yeah.
Well, see, also because I saw the Captain America movies and Iron Man 3 was such a disappointment.
Was it?
Well, yeah, because at the end of Iron Man 3,
He gets the shrapnel out of his
He-
chest.
well,
Spoiler alert!
first of all, he
Well,
gets the
late
shrapnel out of
flat.
his chest. Second of all, he destroys every single one of his suits.
Oh, he's gonna
nothing
build a new
even-
one.
Nothing even lines up in that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Third, Pepper gets powers, and they'll probably never expand on that. They'll probably just be like, yeah, she's hot now. Like, not physically, but like she has like lava powers.
Wow.
And
that's
she's just,
intense.
that's what she has at the end of the movie. And I guarantee you, they'll just be like, yeah, she has it, we don't care. They're not going to do anything with
My
it.
only problem with the Marvel movies is though that they're a cash cow and they're gonna milk them for everything they're worth.
Well, yeah,
And
no one
after-
heard of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
After that, it's gonna start. It starts like rubbing me the wrong way because I'm like, okay, now it's just kind of like it's just another Marvel movie.
That's how I feel with Ant-Man. Like, why? There's no need.
Ant-Man becomes part of the Avengers.
Ant-Man.
Who's Ant-Man?
What the fuck are you talking
about?
His power
it's
is to
exactly
shrink
like
to the
it sounds.
size of the ant.
It's exactly
Why?
like it's Ant. Because ants can
Why?
lift over like 10,000 times their size.
I
I
don't
don't
even
know.
make fun of me for watching anime.
But
It's
that-
like,
but that
it's
is true.
right up there with what he said though. Like, nobody gave a shit about Guardians of the Galaxy, and now it's on par. I don't even know, because I know like the numbers for the Avengers.
They're
and
the
how well
space
they-
Avengers.
I know,
Okay?
I know how well
Avengers.
the Avengers
Avengers.
did.
Yeah,
Guardians
Scrooge.
is-
Big vendors.
Guardians is right up there with how much the Avengers made. But prior to that movie coming out, nobody gave a shit. And now
I didn't know
every
who they
single
were, to be honest.
every single time you hear about a Marvel movie, some asshole is just gonna go, I am Groot. Because everybody knows about it.
Because it's a meme.
Exactly.
I hate memes.
I've never seen Guardians.
I haven't yet.
I haven't.
I haven't
It's
either.
worth it. I
See,
like it.
I
It's
already
not worth
know
it
that-
because people have already ruined it for me for this whole I am Groot thing. Now it's annoying. So now I'm
I
gonna be
I
ticked
saw
off every
I
time I
already
see
know
me.
that I like Rocket though.
Yeah.
He's a badass. Rocket Raccoon.
I mean, hey, he just uses guns.
He's cool. I also like the fact that Vin Diesel played Groot,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I believe Bradley Cooper played.
Bradley
Rocket.
Cooper played Rocket.
It didn't even sound like him.
Chris
Batista-
Pratt, the chubby
That-
guy
that
from
was
Parks and
incredible,
Rec.
too. Yeah, and the girl that played what's her face was also
The girl from Avatar.
and Star Trek.
And stuff.
She was.
Jesus Christ, what is she, an alien in every movie?
Well, she's not. Well, you're not an alien in Avatar. You're just a
I
person.
can't remember her name. I was shooting myself.
Yeah, no, she has a really weird name.
No, in Star Trek.
Zoe.
Yeah.
Zoe. Well, or we could just call
Zoe
it Katara.
Saldana.
Yeah.
Or we could call it Katara.
Yeah, but no, they were all.
That guy's
In my opinion, it's a Marvel movie, so it was already on par to do well. But I think it was kind of a secret smash because, like you said, like Vin Diesel and Bradley Cooper, those are big names.
Yeah.
But they weren't actually in it. The Zoe, that's another big name. Chris Pratt, I don't think anybody expected much, and he killed it. He
Yeah,
did
and then
phenomenal in every way.
and then freaking Dave Bautista,
Bautista.
wrestler. No one has ever seen the dude act, act. And he
Well,
does,
that's
he
not
does
true.
an amazing
They
job.
act every time they cut promos because
Okay, that's
I was-
true.
I
But
was watching a podcast. It was Talk Is Jericho, and he had Dean Ambrose on there. And Dean's doing a movie or did a movie, and Dean was like, "I never acted before." Jericho's like, "That's not true because you cut promos all the time. That's acting. Every time they're out there, they're acting.
Yeah, I think
It's
definitely-
overpriced cinema. That's what we're watching when we watch wrestling."
Definitely the surprise hit from that was Chris Pratt though, because he's never done anything than like Parks and Rec, right?
Yeah.
He hasn't really done anything else. That I know of. I don't know. I'm not a fanboy. He could have done 80 fucking million movies and I wouldn't know about him.
yeah. But Lucy, your predictions? And for Avengers 2?
I think it's been a great movie.
Yeah.
It definitely.
I got that whole box of comic books over there, and I haven't read them. So I'm like,
So
Bust them out, man.
Here's my
it could be
question.
worth something one day. Like
Put
I
them back
read
in Mylar bags.
I have a.
Not worth it, man.
It's not worth it, man. Open
I
it
have
up.
a.
Find them on the internet.
Shit, I'm trying to. I think it's a comic based around the Thing. From like 19.
That conversation was like 2 seconds ago.
That's probably worth a lot of fucking
Yeah,
money.
my grandmother got
Yeah.
it. But here's my question, a little bit off topic.
Oh, real quick. Sorry, guys. I'm a science infectious. I'll be doing this throughout the podcast.
Thor: The Dark World. I heard fantastic things about it. Is it worth it?
I think it's definitely worth it.
Is what
There is a one scene where they said we definitely could have put the Avengers in this, but fuck y'all.
Right.
What?
But- The one scene in Thor: The Dark World.
I didn't even see the first Thor movie.
Oh.
I'm bad with.
You saw first, the second Thor, right?
I'm sorry, I'm dying. What?
You saw The Dark World, right?
Thor was great.
The most recent one.
I
Yeah,
think,
Thor: The Dark World with
Joel, if you're gonna-
with Loki and everyone.
Yeah, when he's talking to his imaginary mother because she's dead.
Alright, spoilers.
Spoilers.
No, yeah, spoilers.
Um,
No. She's still alive at that point.
But I mean,
she
she's-
gets
she's
killed
like-
later.
She's a hologram.
Spoiler alert.
Jesus Christ.
She's a,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
Well,
even have to watch-
anyway,
I don't even have to watch the
spoilers.
damn movie anymore.
I know, right?
Everyone dies.
No, Joanne, if you're gonna watch any Marvel movies, I would highly recommend Captain and Thor.
Most of them are on the
I mean,
I
those are the two you haven't watched.
I love Thor. I love Marvel movies, but it's like I said, like now, like
It's
they're
a
cash
commitment.
cow, and yeah, one, it's a commitment, and I just don't want to keep up with it because then I get all out. Or it's like watching Star Wars almost.
It is. I do agree with that. When Marvel finally wised up and is starting to get good actors, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, Andrew Garfield, they're all phenomenal. I can't say anything bad about anything they do
You know this movie's
in those
10, right?
movies. They're not
sorry.
bad. Like when I was skeptical about the Amazing Spider-Man, and I saw it and I was like, "Ugh, shit. The only problem I had with it, I will tell you, the only problem I had is that he was not. He was supposed to be a nerd, and I get it, he was smart, but I don't know anyone who's like that much of a nerd and then goes out and skateboards and is that fucking good at it. He was not nerdy to me at all. He was like the coolest guy around.
Hipster.
Yeah, pretty much. Like when he first like got his powers, he went to like this random loading dock or like dock down by the river and just started busting out these amazing skateboard tricks, like jumping like 20 feet in the air, and I was like, I thought he was a nerd. Like,
If he was a real nerd, he would have jumped 20 feet in the air and busted his face.
Yeah, or like.
I mean, maybe there's nerds out there that can skateboard. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It just-
but, I mean, we can't fairly stereotype that.
No, it
Skateboarding's
wasn't.
a dead
It
art.
just wasn't the comic book Spider-Man, which I actually like. I like how much it broke the mold because, as much as I just talk shit about Tobey Maguire in those movies, he portrayed that nerd
Perfect.
amazingly. He was awkward as shit in the first movie, and that's exactly what he needed to be. And then it just grew. So I mean, they're really good at casting, but exactly like Javon said, they are bleeding it so fucking bad, and they're doing it. They're making so much money. So like they're doing it amazingly, but he's absolutely right. They are bleeding.
There's gonna
it
come a
so
time where the
bad.
fan base is gonna be like, all right, enough. Can we take like a break, 2, maybe 3 years at the most?
Yeah.
And it's funny because DC can't still figure out. They just still can't
Anything.
figure out the
DC
fucking
can't
formula.
do shit.
I mean, like Dark Knight Rises, fantastic. But
Batman
they're making
movie's
fucking
great.
Batman versus Superman. Like, well, also Man of Steel.
Man of
I
Steel.
love Man of Steel. The only problem I had with that movie is
I-
that they rebuilt the city in like 6 months, and the entire thing was ash. And I was like,
I can't watch a Superman movie because I hate Superman.
Yeah.
I hate.
Thank you.
I think he's.
Fuck
the
Oh, yeah.
coolest part about
He's too
the new
overpowered.
Superman
I
that
don't know,
I found out
I
is
like
that
watching the older ones.
you know when he's like in that beam of light and he's like forcing the pulses like backing down up Earth, and he's
Sure.
like standing in the light like that, like
Yeah.
flying up into it. There's actually a point where his face like forms into Christopher Reeves for like a split second as an homage to him because he's the OG Superman, and then goes back
Yeah.
to him. So I was like, okay, that's cool that they're like paying respects to him because like he's a beast.
Yeah.
Christopher Reeves is awesome. I believe I'm saying his name correctly.
Yeah, well, anyway, just one more thing about Amazing Spider-Man 2. Sadly, I know,
I haven't watched it. So
When-
I'm just spoil it all the time.
alright, we know that this girl, I can't tell it then.
Well, don't
Skip
do
it.
then.
Don't do it then.
Alright, you know what, never mind. I'll tell Jake about it later.
Okay, so one thing is I do like. I haven't seen Man of Steel, but I do like the older Superman shows, like the ones that were on TV.
Like the
Those-
cartoons?
Okay, the
No,
show...
not the cartoons. The actual, like.
Like the old cheesy like Batman and Robin kind of one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old Batman ones where Batman could turn his neck. We have to go this way, Robin.
yeah.
Yeah.
That way.
Batman,
I have a stiff neck.
the old Batman, the old
That
Superman, and have you guys ever seen the show Emergency?
No.
No.
It's a firefighting show, so fuck you guys. But it's a really good. All those older shows I love.
Yeah.
I watch them with my dad all the time.
DC just released a new
I don't
animated
watch TV
movie.
anymore.
It was
Whenever I
Oh.
Batman versus Robin.
Oh, wait, Batman vs. Robin. I thought the new DC one was all about Aquaman.
They
That's
they
like
have that one.
that's like Family Guy releasing a movie about Meg.
They do have that one.
Pretty much.
But
The whole movie.
but
Shut
no.
up,
To
man.
be fair, in Injustice: Gods Among Us,
Aquaman
was
was
my
okay.
favorite. He was my favorite. He was so cool.
Yeah, I heard Aquaman was okay.
And dude, his finisher is so cool. A tidal wave comes at you, and you get eaten by a shark,
I
and
had
then
a
he
point
impales
lost
you with his fucking
Trident.
Yep.
Sweet
So cool.
Jesus. But I heard Batman.
And it's gone.
But yeah, he was overpowered as shit because he's
Yeah.
such a shitty superhero.
Aquaman?
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess that's about it tonight, guys.
We're waiting
No,
for
Jake had a point.
How much time we got?
120.
All right, so really quick. Ubisoft did something not too cool.
Just want to reset
wait,
so
okay.
this way we could, so
Okay,
we don't have to rush
okay.
it.
So I wanted to touch base on something. Well, not touch base. Just say something real quick. Ubisoft did something not too cool. They went into a bunch of people's
gamers.
libraries on their PCs. It was PC gamers, and they revoked their games. They stole them, and it was mainly the title Far Cry 4. And they are claiming that these people downloaded them using stolen access keys.
And by stolen, I mean illegally purchased it.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
so-
It
Bullshit.
not really any proof at all. And they came out and they were like, yeah, we're investigating it. But it's still like, I guarantee you half the people they took it from actually paid for it.
Yeah.
And so far, the end of 2014, i.e. Assassin's Creed Unity, and the beginning of 2015, this, not too good for
Ubisoft.
They're looking
Ubisoft
pretty
is going
fucking
down.
down right now. So
hopefully
the next fucking
What's the last good
Assassin's
game
Creed.
they made?
Black,
Assassin's Creed 2.
Black Flag was amazing.
You know,
Assassin's Creed Black Flag was amazing.
You know,
I also, well, no, to be fair, okay, and I said this, it was on my top 10 games for 2014. I loved the fuck out of Far Cry 4 because it was exactly like Far Cry 3, and there was nothing wrong with that. That game is insanely enjoyable to me. I loved it.
You know, so Luis?
I pre-ordered Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
You never opened it, did you?
It is literally sitting on my floor and in front of my desk, unopened.
It is a fantastic game.
You
I
should
highly
play it,
recommend
Luis.
I've played the Assassin's Creed and I pre-ordered the thing it was gonna be amazing. I was just like, I just don't want to play it.
No,
To
see,
me, Assassin's Creed.
It's it's different though. This one's different. Like every Assassin's Creed took place in a city, okay, and it's the colors are there, but it's almost got that old kind of drab
Yeah.
look about it. Black Flag is very bright. Takes place in the Caribbean during the pirate
Yeah,
time.
I've seen like.
You get to sail everywhere. You don't feel trapped in like a Venetian city. It's very open, very fun. And I'm not saying that like 1 through Revelations or Brotherhood, whatever came last, was bad.
Yeah.
The 3 was horrible. But Black Flag, by far, was my favorite one.
Like I pre-ordered it because it looked like
The
amazing.
reason I like 3 is because I'm Native American. That's the only reason why I like
I just didn't like the story. I didn't like it because that's when they changed the controls. They tried to simplify it for little kids. And
For
I was
me,
like, why do little
And
kids?
then now
Assassin-
you can't even fucking understand it.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed is like the Marvel movies now. They're bleeding it.
If anything's being bled, it's Call
Call
of
of
Duty.
Duty.
Well,
I don't know. Call of Duty
Advanced
will not-
Warfare.
Well,
Right.
Advanced
Shout out to Exo Zombies. That shit's hard. It's fun though.
I just saw the trailer for Exo Zombies. Holy fuck!
I
it
told
looks
him.
good.
I told both of them. I'll tell you two, Scrub. One of the coolest factors about it is that since it's in the future and it takes place at Atlas, instead of a box, it's a 3D printer. And it
Oh,
prints
that's
it on for you.
That's pretty sick.
It's
I
really
saw
cool.
it on the trailer and I was like, holy fuck! I need to buy this game.
Yeah. What is it? 3D print out a teddy bear?
Yeah, and it prints it, but it's cool because like every section has its own power cord. It's like a generator, so it's a little bit easier in that. But the shit hits the fan a lot faster. By like round 4, you have like runners sometimes.
Dear God.
And you can get an exosuit, but if you get hit, it has to reboot, so you can't jump over them. And it's almost like a 10-second reboot. So you have to make sure that you can get out of there
Yeah.
because you're like half the time you're just jumping over them and shooting. But I got smacked and they shut it down and I was like, oh god, no! And I ran into a corner and they were like, surprise, motherfucker! And they just messed me up.
Open up.
Messed me up. But yeah, and it's cool too because in a way it's lazy because you don't really have to work for anything, but you can upgrade a gun like that. If you have the money, you can do it. I bought the MP11 and then I went back and bought ammo for it and it was like, want to upgrade? And I was like, yes. So I upgraded it and then it just got more powerful and gave it like a spray paint job and I was like, shit, okay, I'm alright with this. And it was only like $2,500 to upgrade. It wasn't even $5,000. And I was like,
Wow.
shit, okay. This
My
is alright
last
with me.
point, because you guys gotta go, is shout out to the people trying to watch porn on the Oculus Rift.
Dear God.
Yeah, shout out to that.
Okay,
I just saw that scrolling through Facebook.
Here we go.
Okay. Now, just based on that, if I'm gonna spend, how much is it?
It's $300 right now.
If I'm gonna spend $300 plus everything that I have to do to put in to make it work to be able to do that, I'm a fucking hooker.
Right now it's $300 because it's just an engineer package.
Yeah. So you still have to buy.
It's not even an alpha yet. Well, it sort of is. But if you buy it, there's no tech support. You have to just read forums to find out
You
how to set it
are
up.
the tech support.
Exactly. That's why it's
Exactly.
only $300.
So
because
if
it's
you're
not
gonna
even
put in all
released
that
yet.
work,
Something like that should be less than $300.
yeah. So I mean, if you're gonna put in all that work just to be able to hook it to the internet and watch porn, it's not something I would do. But besides that, I'm just gonna be like, hey, wanna bang? It'll be a lot easier.
Yeah.
I don't have real sex now. I'm not banging virtual reality porn because that sounds
No,
amazing.
it's just also sad as shit. Just like, why? Why need to spend all that time doing that? Just
Well,
like, if you spend half the time going out and just fucking speaking to a woman or a man, I don't care what you do, you would probably be able to get actually fucking laid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
You can even wear your damn goggle depending on what kind of cosplay
Plus,
they're
that's a
into.
dangerous fucking game you're playing. You can't see if anybody's walking in your room.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're like,
danger
hey,
zone.
But wait,
what are you
wait.
doing?
It's weird because our podcast just went full circle.
I'm not looking.
Because back to that whole conversation we had last week about full dive porn.
Yeah, true.
Oh, God.
True.
Our podcast just went full circle.
We talk
I
about-
have one point I want to make. Next, Ubisoft's going to be stealing the Oculus Rift virtual porn stash.
Yeah,
I'll
probably.
be
Yeah.
pissed.
I would not put it past him.
On that note, I'm Juwan.
I'm Scruff.
I'm Jake.
I'm Lucy.
See ya.
Later.